today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Kaepernick now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
16 yards, a 1st down. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Houston. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Pollard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next.
There we go. Shot 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Work. 70 Timberwolf. Come to my world. Check 3.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Pollard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And quickly finding Reagor. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Forced out to his left. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
What we got?
On first down, Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm here all day. Slam, slam.
To throw is Kaepernick. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So